Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers will put total under and we'll get started. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Texas offense will have the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Holt. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Tennessee! Special teams proving to be special. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Here comes the heat. He's going to take a shot. Finds a spot in the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Makes the grab down the middle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So Tennessee's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Vols in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want...
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Marking at the 17, and they are set up.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And the Vols line it up with a 1st and goal. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Nice job on the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Much better off to take the touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Rides to back and leaves it. Turning it on. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Motion from the wideout. Trying to bully their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Extra point here will tie the game.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on third down. Finds his tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Floating away. Fires downfield. Got a wide open receiver. Smashes through the tackle. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Using the quick game. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dropping back, it's Holt. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down.
There he goes. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Wants to throw. It's Holt. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Right on target this time.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Thielen on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The give to the lone running back. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the ball's pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks it. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown ball.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Nebraska. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. RPO complete to open the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Holt. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to swing it on second down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Off-play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. On the run, it's Griffin. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Going right and going deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Turning it on. And he will be stopped short, or stop himself short of the line to gain. What was he thinking there? Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front. Back to pass, it's Holt.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Longhorns will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get...
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. There he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great catch and run for 6. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity.
Turning on the Jets. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll throw on third and short. Fires to the big fella. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here is the Tennessee offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been...
Oh, he's got some space. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Vols headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
It's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got his man on the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Volunteers have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. He might want another play. To the air on second down. Fires to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 13. The Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Here's a heat. He'll get rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Kansas is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 10 to TCU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And the Longhorns have a lot of options on second and inches. Gives it on the option. Running into the open space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. Back to throw, it's Holt. Grabbed in the middle, it's Temple.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have.
The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Slithers into space. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll try the run. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll run it. Ran through the contact. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The give to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. To the air, it's Holt. Going for the big play. and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. We're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. To give the defense credit, they were aware.
Ball was loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Throwing right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know as a quarterback, he's your best receiver. He's one of the best in the country, but it's going to be hard to get completions thrown his way on third down into double coverage. On that one, you got to let your eyes take you somewhere else because someone else was probably open.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And the Longhorns have a chance to make their defenses work productive as they come to the line. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking downfield, it's Holt. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The Longhorns will have it first and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's in goal. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Get it out on the screen. Might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. He's going to be a little short. It'll be fourth down from the 44. Offense lining up quickly. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
Fires one high and deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game.
There he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. All the way down to the 11 before he goes out of bounds, and this offense strikes quickly.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
Got his man on the right. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Using his legs, it's Willingham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Dances away. The throw. That's caught. It's cracked. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Inside the 30. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And the Vols with the 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Volunteers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. The Volunteers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drops now. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick. That ball is going to come out. Nice job by the defense reacting to the pass and going and making a physical tackle.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. To throw, it's Holt. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires left. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Looking to throw again. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So here is the Tennessee offense. One-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, and walk out with the dog.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Vols enter the final minute with the lead. Making side adjustments here. He's looking to throw. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Vols want to move quickly. The play action fake. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. Not sure why they want to throw again. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slugging.